We are live up in this piece. There we go. All right, so hopefully you can hear me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching this from. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Welcome back to our live online learning. Hopefully, Cindy Lou, can you hear me on there? I'm trying to make sure we're not doubling.
Yep, you're on.
Awesome. All right. So my name is Patrice Green. I am the CEO of PNG Creates, where we assist small business owners as well as nonprofit organizations bring their visual statements to life. So today we're going to talk about business colors. So you'll see me flipping between screens just so you get an idea of conversation about what your colors mean to your brand. So I took the time to go and do what most people do is we go on Google. Google, search, Bing, whomever, whatever search engine you choose to use, this is a great tool to getting to know what you do. So I have been, PNG Create has been in existence since 2020. Yes, 2020. Got too many things going on. Since 2020. And at that time, I've always wanted whatever I was going to do in my creating space to match with the colors and it, so that it would speak when you saw it. Or so when you saw certain colors, like now, if you think about it, Walmart happens to have two colors that stand out. That's that blue and yellow. And so when you see the blue and yellow, you automatically think Walmart. When you see McDonald's, you go through their colors, which is the yellow and the red. Same thing with any other business you associate with. You tend to recognize them based off their colors, especially if their colors are consistent and constantly doing the work for them, meaning getting brand recognition as well as, keeping their target audience intrigued with what they have going on. And you kind of know to stay with it. So this website is called louiseM.com. You can choose any of them, but they're all basically the same. She breaks down basically what your colors say and in the sense of how did it transpose into business? How does it also transpose into sales? When you're trying to use certain things for printing and things like that is. So this chart here is basically letting you know what is perceived in your business. Like these are mainly the most used colors in a business. Um, Mine for PNG Creates is basically it's like a purple and a teal type color because I thought it was softer, it looked fun, it was vibrant, and it matched my personality when I go to create. I like to use a lot of layers. I like to be bold and think outside the box. So for that, it actually takes me a little bit longer to create certain things because I like to actually sit within my projects and actually just go for it. So here's like an actual color chart you can actually go by. There's several of them, but they're all about the same when I did do my research and I read it. So when they say blue, it's anything within the blue family, like that teal is in the blue family. My purple is in the purple family, regardless of the shade. And you can see kind of what they are. So red, they're saying is love, dangerous, excitement, and strength. So if you're in business, we don't want to be loving in that sense. We don't want to be dangerous, but we want to have some excitement and we want to show them that we're strong enough to carry on what's actually going. Then there's the orange, and the yellow means warm. The green means natural. Blue means trust, which is definitely what you want in your business. But of course, there's other avenues and colors than just trust and security. The purple is sophistication, glamour, elegance, and style. That is how I pretty much went about going for the PNG Creates. Now, I also own Savings with a Twist, which is for our savings company. So we teach couponing, we teach budgeting, things of that nature, how to, maximize, the one check that you have. And this is one of the things that we did. So those colors are blue and orange. So orange in a sense of value and basic, like I keep it simple enough that anyone can understand. Blue is still the same thing, competence, being trustworthy, because when you're dealing with people and their money, They don't want to just spend their money with anyone, especially if you're trying to show them how to maximize their money and stretch it. You have to show proof. It is so hard to show people that you know money, but then some people are just like, look, if you're going to help me, help me. I don't care. So that's how we base these colors on there. But then there's, of course, black, gray, and white. White is the purest. Gray is strength, sophistication, traditional, and formality. So that's that. So let's go on over to Canva. So this is my playground. I enjoy Canva. If you have never really played in Canva, this is an amazing time to get started. Canva has it so that you're able to pull colors from pictures, or like myself and some other business owners, you already have your colors. And so you can also add and create a brand kit. So now they have the brand hub. I don't really plan the brand hub too much, but I don't see why not. So this is what's going on in the brand hub. These is just a bunch of colors that I've already worked with previous clients. So here's one for a church. Here's one for my design agenda. This is the teal and the purple I was speaking of. I don't really use the yellow. Yellow is like an accent color just to give you that sense of softening and not to be aggressive. And here's the green and, the orange and the blue for savings with a twist. And this was someone else that I was assisting, and that was theirs. So you can add in your brand kit. You can also brand in your brand kit. You can actually put the type of font you use. All mine are stamped. I don't really have all that. So you can reorder your palette, meaning change some colors in and out, create another brand kit for that same company, that same thing, make a copy or delete it. Things like that. You can do your logos. Here's the logos that I use the most. I don't know what this little thing is, but I enjoy seeing it on my stuff. I created it. It's just some symbols and shapes that I found in Canva, and I went for it and I colored it, and I love it to life. Your colors, it shows you that. The fonts that you want to use or commonly use, go there. Any pictures that you commonly want to use, any graphics that you commonly use, and icons. So that's what's under there to make it very easy and quick for when you have to create something for someone else. So let's go to the design door. We're not doing a brand template. That's something completely different. And brand controls. That's basically same thing. So let's go to the home page. Matter of fact, what are we going to do? Let's do it in presentation, shall we? So when I teach people, I teach you with something simple. I always teach you in the concept of doing your name. Your name is a very personal thing to you because it's your name. You know what colors you like to enjoy. You know how you feel in a sense of style, how to really bring certain things to life. Like my actual favorite color is orange, but then again, I like everything vivid. I like everything loud when it comes to me. Like I walk in a room, the first thing you want to either notice something loud about me is my shoes, my pocketbook, or my hair. So something about me is always going to stand out, and everyone has that something about them that stands out every time they come into a room. Whether it be your glasses, I have a girlfriend in mine. I don't know. She has like 120 some odd pairs of glasses, and I really wish I was lying, but she does that to match every bit of her outfit. So if she has on orange and blue, her glasses are orange and blue. If she has on red and green or some old two offbeat colors that you don't think of, she has glasses to match them to go with everything. So she is her own brand. Walk in every room and be a brand. Same way you should look at everything you do regarding your business. So we're just going to take some simple text and then just make a name. I'm going to use my name and then go from there and show you how these colors, may make you feel as a business owner. Okay. So if you're brand new to Canva, this is your playground. On the left-hand side are all your commands. You can text, you can draw, you can upload photos, you can go through various apps that they have. There's pictures and audio, and then there's folders for anyone you may be doing projects for. If not for yourself, you may have different things you want to keep together. At the very top are also command keys, but they work a little different. You can do home, which will bring you back to the beginning. You can resize your project as soon as you start writing inside of your blank canvas. You can use the back button or the forward button, and then it automatically saves for you. Here, where this little cursor is next to my picture, you can title your project. This is these buttons at the top if you were part of a team. In this particular project, I am not. You get to actually get some insight. So if you were sending it to your team, if they had comments, or if they, it's mainly comments, or how many people have really viewed it, how you want to present it because we're in presentation mode, and how you would like to share it, download it, schedule it, things of that nature. So hopefully you got a little bit of commentary. If you've never really played with Canva, you got a chance to see the little step by step. And this crew here is basically your colors, and then other things will start to populate as we create in the middle. So I'm going to start here. We're going to do my name. You got the text. You can add a text box. It'll just be right here in the middle. Anytime you click for your text box, it goes straight in the middle of your screen. So in the sense of creating, sometimes I'll tell you start with your basic 2, 2, and 2, 2 colors, two symbols, 2 fonts. In this situation, I don't know if I have to use 2 fonts. I'll figure out how I want to do my name. So here we just start with the middle one. Doesn't really matter because these grow. This section up here, we can change the font size to be bigger, smaller. So it really doesn't matter which one you grab from the side, but it's nice. So let's do this. I'm going to write my name. It looks very straight and to the point. I can enlarge it by just pulling the sides, or I can use the number up here to keep everything uniformed. And we're going to do 120 just for the sake of conversation. It's big but small enough, and then that way I can also create around the canvas that I have. This purple box lets you indicate where your project is at. So like you can see now there's a pink line letting you know it's centered. And if I put it directly there, it tells you it's directly centered. Or you can use the position keys up here in the top and click whichever one you want. But me, I like to do things backwards, right? So I'm going to take the scenic route. So we'll do this. We'll play with the fonts. I'm not going to go all heavy into the fonts, but I'll show you a little bit of how they work because the whole premise of this video is for your colors. So I'm going to just use something that I uploaded. So let's use something that's actually within Canva, because if you like the font, it'd be nice for you to be able to play with it. So when it comes to my name, I like scripture. I like handwriting or scripture. So you can write calligraphy, handwriting, or script. And those 3 things will actually have it so that different types of things will come up. So if you see it here, they automatically tell you handwriting. And then you have these buttes to go with. I just don't have that P in my name, just never is polite. It's weird. So you can use whatever letter works for you, or whichever font works. Please be mindful. If you can see this here, I can't really enlarge but so much because we're live. But right here next to the it says the break script. It's actually, if you can see that symbol, it came up. If you have a pro account, you can use all of the crowns that you have. If you don't have a pro account, you can go to bit.ly 45 Pro free, and you can still get Canva Pro for 45 days free on me. Go ahead and take advantage of it. Let's see. All right, so we got handwriting. Let's do calligraphy. Calligraphy is a different atmosphere. It's more elegant of print. So this is really good for invitations and things like that. So let's see. That's way too much. We're just going to use this one for sake of conversation. It's Maragsa. I don't know. Maragsa. But this is our font. You can see it at the top, much clearer here than you can probably on the left. But this is what we're going to use. So 120 just is not big enough for me to play with. I'm going to charge it up to 200 and see what happens. There we are. There we are. So we're doing the colors. So up here where it says A, you get to pick your text colors. Here's those brand kits that we talked about. These are already preset. I'll show you in a, can I show you here? I can show you here. But these are the presets. So we'll work with what we have so you get an idea of what these colors actually mean. So if we have black font, a white background, you feel very neutral about it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. If you feel something different, put it in the chat. But if you have something that's like neon colors, these make you feel a little something different. So now you've got this bright green, which is almost like the back green of a green screen. Then you may say, I don't know, let's say orange. So here's a bunch of different orange type of palettes, but I want to give you the neon orange. That's hard to read. It's not very inviting. It's a no-go for me. So here we go, this one called Neon Pops. Here's that pink. This will be very inviting if you were, and matter of fact, one of our business sisters has somewhat close to these colors. But the pink is very strong, but it would gravitate mainly towards women. The green in the background, I don't know. Let's see what the chart says about green. Greens are natural environmental responsibility and sustainability. Can't read upside down. Sustainability. So if that's what you want to go for, you can. We could do the purples. I know Cindy Lou is into purple, but it's all about the shades. Like this just looks childish and playful for me. It wouldn't be something I would gravitate towards. Let's pick some Walmart colors. See how we feel about that. That was getting right Walmart. Did y'all see that? This is blue. And then we go with their yellow. If that was a word. And then yellow. You kind of feel the Walmart. But every color has a feeling. We'll do that. Let's just spruce it up and put some feeling around it. Because once you start adding logos, that's when everything starts to take a different shape. So the last one I did like this, I used flowers. So I'll just use flowers again. If I could type. The flowers add a difference of who you are. I love classy borders. So it's like if I was really creating my name, I would add different things and then I would just explore the whole atmosphere here. So you can use anything you want. Think outside the box, never be the same. But that blue is hurting me. I can't, I can't deal with the blue. So we could use the white for now. Woo, that was rough. I don't know about y'all, but it was quite rough for me.
I just wanted to welcome the people that are in the clubhouse room and let you know to click on the link above and you can follow along with Patrice. There is a slight delay, but yeah, we're doing colors for your brand today. Thank you. If you want to come up and ask a question, please raise your hand and I'll bring you on up.
Well, thank you there, Cindy Lou. I appreciate that. So here's another thing you can do in this situation. Like these are part of my brand colors. It's subtle to me. It works for me. It's not my purple. It is my purple, but it's not my purple. Play around with your colors. In the sense of wording, you can play around to the point that your fonts speak to you as your colors. Like, you know, you just got to be, I don't know how to explain it, but I can explain it. Let me see if I want to make this again. Make it foresty. And kind of like that. It's something different, but it's just the fact that your colors speak very heavy as to who you are in business. If you're using these colors, I'll go back to those that maybe just following in, or maybe you needed a recap or something like that. The colors here. So like again, my purple is whatever shade I choose to use in purple. The biggest part of purple is still the same, is sophistication, glamour, elegance, and style. Now, these little things at the bottom actually talk about where is it great to be used in beauty and spa, arts and craft, and in your clothing. So between myself and Cindy Lou, we use purple, just two different shades of purple. But in this conversation, purple is purple and the stance about what it means. And mine, you saw the yellow. The yellow is just like an accent color, and it says warm, heat, and sunshine, and is recommended for like heating repairs, travel, and pool. However, it's just to let you know that that's part of my personality. If you get the chance to meet me and really meet me, I'm quite the goofball. I love to be in an atmosphere where it's light and eerie and you're not feeling very stuffed shirt. And my conversation comes off as such. Well, I believe. I haven't heard anybody saying different. And then the blue. Blue again is competence, trust, dependability, your security. It's really good for finance, business services, and travel. And I do business services for others. So like it's pretty much on point. So if you're in a business and it's a restaurant, they're saying none of these colors. But like auto repair, they're saying brown because it's ruggedness and strength and masculinity and endurance. Don't know if I would use brown. I don't even know if you know a company that's using brown as their colors, I would love to see it. I would love to see that. Do you recall any company you know offhand using brown? I know pink is definitely used a lot in women-owned businesses and women as their target audience, but I do not recall a brown.
Texas. There's got to be one in Texas.
At least one?
Hey,
Elaine.
Like Cracker Barrel.
Okay, thank you. Cracker Barrel. They're definitely brown and tan. Definitely brown and tan. And I think that's more of a situation of where they are. But ruggedness, because they talk about their whole atmosphere is from the country. So country is known to have not smooth sailing. They work on farms. They do various other things. Their strength and endurance. But they have it for construction, fitness, and auto. So Elaine, if you want, can you tell us about your business colors? No? Maybe she can't talk.
Did invite her up. I'll invite her again. Come on up.
There she is. Hey, Elaine. Yes, darling.
How are you guys? Hello, everyone in the room.
We're good. We're talking about business colors and how it affects our business and how we're perceived.
Well, green is for money.
All day.
And actually, green is also my favorite color.
Okay.
But the pink and the purple and any other color that goes with it, what I did a color wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And to find out what color complements, they have a whole. So it's all the colors that complements with the color green on the color wheel. So the complement, the one that is directly across from it, they have a name for it, but Elaine don't remember how to say it. And they have like the four corners, like directly across, and the four like a square. Then they have the triangle of the colors. So that's how I get all the colors that I use for my business.
Well, there you go. But yeah, because we were talking about, in my perspective, of the business of Savings with a Twist and then Pngcreates. And they all came basically to the concept. We went to the chart. That's what we have shown on the screen here. We have a color. It says colors matter. Your brand has a personality. Make sure the colors you choose reflect it. So that's why I say for me, I did my research before I put it together. I don't just target women, so I didn't need to use pink. Plus, I am not a fan for myself. As you know, pink is pretty for certain things, but just not for me. Um, but whatever colors you guys choose in your business or something that you're writing or creating, like my wedding colors are emerald green and gold. So at that point, even though my wedding is in the spring, everything we do has to be centralized in the branding of that, but you have to use your colors wisely because it's very easy to use your colors incorrectly. Very easy. I'm trying to find where they used to. Here it is. Here's the shuffle. So here on Canva, if you're looking at the screen, you can shuffle it around and it'll actually help you help yourself. So here are my PNG Create colors. If I click this button shuffle, it's underneath Brand Hub. You can see it here. If I had a different add your brand font, add your brand photo, graphics, I don't need all that in this particular situation. So here we're going to do the shuffle. And once you do the shuffle, it helps you. If you had a whole lot of listing and words and things like that, it will help you shift it so that your colors are not so overbearing that your message is lost. So like if I had this as something, right? And I chose to put a bunch of information for a upcoming class that I was going to have or some type of blog or something like that, you would be so distracted because that yellow is so hard behind it. And that's one of those things where we're talking about what you're in your business colors. Be mindful of how placement. So if we shuffle one more time, we kind of go back to the original. And that's all that they really given, that way. So you have to that's the beauty of Canva when it comes to your brand. You put your brand colors in there. You use your hex code. I did do a video, and it's on here basically about hex codes and what they mean and how they text. I even used the color wheel in that conversation too. That's one that never goes old because your hex colors are very, very important. Because if you're doing branding or you're presenting merchandise, or if you're asking someone to present something, you want to stay on brand and you want to make sure that your colors absolutely match all the way across the board. Same as your font. But I don't have a font because I just don't. I just use my colors and I use my little guy, right? My little guy right here. I use him. He speaks for me on certain things. If it's I use actually the signature of Design Agenda. Where is it in my uploads? I don't think I have it under here. But I do have one that says Design Agenda. It's got a transparent background so I can go on any picture that I want. Just like this is here. This is transparent. I made these if I was doing certain things. So if I'm broadcasting, I might use something like this at the bottom of my screen. And then you'll see my picture, but you'll have this as a logo as to what I'm doing. And then those are actually fun to have. Here we go. Here's my design agenda. I do have it. Design agenda. This is actually in handwriting. But see, I'm consistent with my colors. This is Armstrong something or another. But there's design agenda. There is sip and save. This is what I do with my savings brand. When we do live webinars, these are sip and saves. Something you can create, and it's blue and red. And the clothing line is this one. Social attraction wear. So everything speaks in the sense of your brand colors and things that you have. And so if you're a business owner with several different brands under you, make sure anytime you put something out, you're sponsored by these other brands. Yes, you're welcome. You're sponsored by all your brands. I am sponsored when I do stuff for Savings with a Twist. I'm sponsored by PNG Creates, social attraction wear, because that's all a part of me. And then also it also lets them know that there are other brands out there that you can use. Like then there's Savings with a Twist. There's that logo, things like that. So there we go. There it is. That's the transparent one. So you want to make sure you are out there and have your colors match what you're doing, be a part of what you're doing, and you'll be all the more successful about it. So if you have any questions or if you have some other ideas of things you'd like to see, please don't hesitate to write us. If you need something created and for hire, you can reach me at pngcreates@gmail.com. But go enjoy creating, have fun in Canva. Don't be afraid to use bold colors. Be bright, just stay consistent and make sure it matches your personality. Until next time.